Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much for being here with us. I'm most grateful to my honorable judges, Honorable Mr. Justice Mia Gul Hassan Aurangzeb Saab, Honorable Mr. Justice Jawad Hassan Saab, for honoring us, for gracing this event. Thank you so very much, sir. The contribution of these two very honorable judges to law in general and arbitration in particular has been invaluable, not only after their elevation as honorable judges, but also prior to that as lawyer. As judges, they have the highest reported judgments, more than 300 judgments in such a very short span of time. And each judgment is mapping Pakistan as an advanced common law jurisdiction. And with regard to arbitration, I mean, each judgment is bringing arbitration in Pakistan at par with the other legal regimes that are considered rather acclaimed as advanced in this field. And as a lawyer before their elevation, their contribution to help the courts at that time was excellent to develop the jurisprudence, rich jurisprudence on arbitration. They have also been very frequently appearing before Supreme Court in landmark cases. So this book is in fact based on the judgments of our honorable judiciary. So I can say with gratitude that each word of this book is dedicated to my honorable judges. So I'm so thankful, sir, for being with us, for honoring us. I'm also thankful to worthy Vice President Professor Dr. Ayaz Afsar Saab for his time. This clearly demonstrates his care and concern for the academic community and their research. Thank you, sir. I'm also obliged to the Dean Faculty Sharia and Law, Professor Dr. Ataullah Faizi Saab, for his efforts in organizing this event, and yes, of course, his encouragement and support which he renders to the colleagues at the faculty. So, and my teachers who are sitting there and my teachers who are not here with us in this event, I am always indebted to you. More specifically, I would like to pay my humble and sincere gratitude to Professor Munir Saab. Of course, he is our teacher. He is not only my teacher, he is the teacher of every person, I think, present here. And he guides us, he helps us, he supports and encourages us. I just want to say only one incident, how I started my research. When he was head of law department back in 2011, he used to organize the presentation at the department level, weekly presentation, and I also made my presentation on interim mayors, and after that he gave his expert comments, and then he pushed me to write an article on that topic, and then he rigorously and meticulously reviewed that article, and that was published in a very good journal. Sir, I have been teacher here, but to be named as your colleague, I would like to be named as your student. So this is a very high privilege, sir. Thank you so very much, sir. Then I would also like to pay my very sincere thanks, gratitude to the honorable, distinguished guests who have joined us here from outside the university, lawyers, teachers, and Islamians. Finally, my dear students, you know, I cannot thank you enough for being here, for your support, for your interest. You are my asset, the asset of this university, and of course of Pakistan. Thank you so very much. So my submissions are only on one point, the idea behind the conceivement of this book. You know, the status of Pakistan is growing in trade, investment, and economic partnerships like CPEC. So there was a need for a book based on Pakistani judgments that critically discusses Pakistani approach to the arbitral resolution of commercial and investment disputes. And then this book was also meant to be a textbook for students, for teachers, for lawyers, to be used by them as a readily available material on arbitration. I also agree that the cutting edge research in the form of articles written on specific topic with in-depth analysis, advancing the law and discussion on the specific point is very much needed by every legal regime. But along with that, Pakistan needs textbooks. I'm not speaking about this book, I'm speaking generally. I mean the textbooks that are thematically organized with systematic synthesis and analysis of entire range of statutes, cases, and practice, legal practice on that subject. So if we have these kind of textbooks here in Pakistan, then these textbooks will settle the law, the basics of law on that subject, and from that point, we can do any kind of research which we want to do, like doctrinal, theoretical, interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary. So the idea behind this was to attempt to create a textbook which is, helpful for these communities. So there is a scope for the textbooks not only on evidence, contract, company, constitution, rather on arbitration as well. And we are fortunate to have the judgments from our honorable judges that are rich with jurisprudence, analysis, information, clarity, comprehensive, everything. So this is not difficult to write these textbooks, and we will do, inshallah. With this, I conclude, and again, I'm so thankful to you all and most grateful to my honorable judges. Thank you so very much.